So the good thing with these players in this game is that you fucking know where they all stand because they're so stupid. And they're so obvious.
They're not really good game players.
They're so obvious.
My worry is after, if he goes, you're going to be upset and you're going to have to pull yourself together quick. So we're just going to have to jump on you and make sure you can get your dauber up for that amount of time. Yeah. And then break down after it's over.
And you be the voice of reason with Jeff too, because I promise you that he will listen to you as well. That Jeff is somebody who he has a pretty good sizable temper too, so he needs to make sure he keeps that under control.
He does have a temper.
And he can't talk to her the way he talks to Jordan. Because she won't handle that well.
No.
She's not gonna.
I'll freak out.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm not.
I mean, I'm gonna have a nice conversation
yeah, Brendan's gonna talk to him, but I'm not stupid enough to ever change my opinion on who we need to work with.
You're not stupid at all. And we know that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
But Jeff and I could
it'll make
get
you
in a
guys'
screaming
game
match,
weaker.
and I still would work with him.
Right.
That's not an issue.
The thing with Jeff is when it's over, it's over.
Right.
Which is a good thing. He's not a grudge holder.
Right. We're just both very competitive.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm working on that too, Shelly. So I'm not going to add fuel to the fire.
I know you're not.
And it is going to be, if Brendan does leave, which I really still think there's a chance he won't, and I'm praying that he's not going to. But yeah, I'm going to be really upset.
Well, the thing is,
and there probably will be days
I even thought about this.
when I'll be bummed out.
Yep, and we'll just get through them.
But when it comes to a competition or anything, I am going to fight. And I'm going to compete.
Do you think even if Adam and Shelly were to vote for me, that Portia would even vote for me at this point?
She won't go against Danielle.
That's what I'm saying.
Same thing with the Dominic thing. She was the holdout that.
I don't know though, because I think I still have a lot of influence with Portia.
Was she wanting Dominic to stay?
She was totally wishy-washy. She came to me and said, "Whatever you do, you got to tell me what I need to do." And I'm like,
Portia, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I think I still have a lot of influence with Portia. So
I think you'll see a lot of that over the next couple days. See how much she's up there and stuff, and then at some point you may have to cut bait on that.
Well, I guess
you can't be friends. You can't say stuff to her.
Oh no. We've known that for a long time.
Right.
I've told her that for a long time. That any important information you guys have, you cannot let her in on. You tell her what you expect her to run up there and tell them. That's it, pure and simple, which is fine because you use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? So, and then additionally, you let her think that you guys are all good, because the longer she thinks that she's good, the less likely she is to compete with stuff when it comes down to any of you.
Right.
And what we also need to get in her head too is that she's cool, you're cool with her at some point. You know what I mean? So that she doesn't feel threatened by Shelly. So if Shelly is up there and it's her and Shelly, that she feels okay letting Shelly win.
Right.
That Shelly's going after Kalia and Shelly's going after Danielle, or you know what I mean?
I mean, last night I even tried to go to the girl before all that show was. I pulled her aside and I said, "Remember, here's a little motherly advice. Whatever you choose to do tonight, just remember it sticks with you for life."
Yeah.
So have fun, do whatever you feel you can do, but if you decide to get crazy and do something stupid, you're never going to go on TV.
Yeah.
Ever. So be smart about it.
I thought it was cute. I thought the little dance was cute.
She was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was a lot different than that at the beginning.
I think so too.
Oh, you were thinking the bikini and the...
Oh, it was, without a doubt, it was full lap. And I said, first of all, it's disrespectful to Rachel to be climbing all over her boyfriend or fiance. You just don't do that. I don't care if it's funny or not. You don't do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of liked when Adam... Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
See, with him, it's totally different because
I know.
you know there's
it is totally different.
They're two... Adam and Brendan are two totally different people.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I like Adam. I really do like. He's somebody that I really, really have grown to really enjoy having around in this game.
Isn't it funny in the very beginning? You're like, oh my God, you're gonna drive us crazy.
This guy is like too much. And you're like, just tone it down a couple notches. But he really does. He really grows on you. He really is a genuinely very, very, very sweet guy.
He is. He's a big teddy bear.
He is. He's so funny.
But he's got to win something, or else it's just it's
dead weight.
It just gets the.
But and that's what I'm saying. When it starts.
But you should have seen him in that HOH. Like he.
Oh, I watched him. Yeah. He was dying.
I thought he was gonna cry when he
You
fell
gotta,
off.
and that's why
I did too.
That's why
I ran over to him and gave him
That
a
was
hug.
sweet.
That's why you groom him for the quizzes too, and
He should be able to do very well in that.
yeah, and you just let him like just keep encouraging
He
him to
knows
relax.
the timelines very well.
Yeah,
Well, mostly Adam is gonna do really well with
Adam just gets
time
nervous.
and. But the thing is with those, like, as long as you don't second guess yourself.
and Adam for sure. Kalia still in this game is 100% going to put her up.
Oh yeah.
So you just can't let Portia get in his ear. I mean, I don't think it.
He won't.
I don't think
He
I'm too
knows.
worried about it.
He knows.
Yeah.
I just don't know what would Portia think.
She
Unless
doesn't.
maybe you're right. Maybe Danielle did tell Portia, like, look, Portia, when Brendan leaves, we're gonna have me, you, and Rachel. And Danielle, like, really thinks that, or is trying to convince Portia of that.
Well, and you've already said enough stuff
They're
about Danielle.
crazy.
Like, she's crazy if she thinks we're gonna be friends outside this game.
Yeah.
And blah blah. blah.
I think she thinks if Brendan goes, it's a whole different game, and then they're going to use her to help pull you
Yeah,
Yeah.
up there.
that's what I think too. And they're insane.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Not only that, but
Well, she's the same person I am in the fact that I would never ever work with Danielle after her sending Rachel home. Like, that would be
Right.
There's no way.
and
Like, I'm
there's,
gonna play a smart game, but
the thing
my
is-
smart game and revenge game is the same right now.
right.
Because getting her out is the smartest game move anybody can make right now.
Yeah.
And it would be a fucking personal move.
And it's not like Danielle's just some girl in the game that's taking out Brendan. Like, if it was just some person,
Arbitrary.
right? If Cassie were
If it was just a newbie or somebody
exactly,
that just, yeah.
it's totally different. But this is like,
But everybody
it's
we were
not
knows.
in a-
personal. It's just
Right.
game.
Everybody knows what went on behind closed doors, day
Right.
6.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she's backstabbing us. She is.
At the very first opportunity
she's doing
she got.
everything.
Very first
She's doing
opportunity. She didn't
everything
have-
she can to, like, screw up our game.
So she didn't do anything. That's what's so fucking frustrating to me. She didn't do anything for the first 4 weeks. And she comes out and then fucking gets rid of one of us. Because she
She
wasn't.
had that golden key.
I even told her up there. I even told her straight out. I was like, I know, I'm like, no harm, no foul. If you want to work together, like, I understand where you were. You were getting frustrated. You wanted to make a move, and you got antsy, and you made it way too early.
Right.
I said, you made a mistake. It's okay. People make mistakes in this game, but if you keep driving home, you're fucking.
And there's a very good chance, Shelly, if you do win this next HOH, there's going to be a twist. So we can't anticipate what it's going to be. I have no idea. But there's a very good chance that there will be a twist. So we have to make sure that we play really smart.
Absolutely. The thing is that different than them, I have huge confidence in our team.
Yeah, me too.
You know, in the loyalty, in the honesty, and I don't feel like those people are going behind my
Well, and
back.
the
No.
more they do that, even closer it fucking drives everybody
Right.
together.
Right.
Which is great, you know. And like I said, it's keeping Adam in that inner circle that I would.
Adam will not go the other way.
Okay.
I promise you, he will not.
I just
talked to him about
want
it
to make sure
yesterday.
he doesn't say
Well, I
anything
think,
to them.
and too, Brendan, you have
Maybe
to
can you
know.
take it after that?
Sorry, you have to know too that Adam respects our game. He's told us that a million times.
Yeah, but he's also told Shelly that you. I mean, he's not.
I know that, but by the same token, the thing is, you have to think.
You don't have to convince me. I'm telling you right
Okay.
now. You just have to always just keep Adam right where he's at. I do think he's on your page, but don't ever let him think that you're like distancing yourself from him.
Correct.
Or that you guys are making decisions without him and not including
Because
him.
he'll freak out at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
That you're gonna end up driving him to the other side.
Ugh.
No, like meetings where it's just like you, Jeff, and Jordan.
Right,
or
exactly.
Stuff like
That's-
that. You got to make sure that you pull him in to include him in things and make him feel important.
That's
And don't do like
super.
the early stuff where Jeff was just like bullying him type deal, where it's
Right.
like, hey, I know what you're doing, you're screwing us, blah blah. Blah. You got to make it. You got to respect Adam as a player and respect him as a person and treat him like that. And I guarantee you that you will have his loyalty.
I feel Adam and Portia study a lot together.
Well, you got to tell Adam like knock that off.
They go over days, and Portia, she would not know half of the stuff she knew about the game.
I know
if it
he
wasn't
tells
for
her way
Adam.
too much.
Way too. And
Well-
I told him, or I didn't tell him, but I was like, oh yeah.
Well, that's something we can all individually talk to him about.
Shelly, you especially.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Tell,
he
and
was
tell him
look
for his
after
own
it,
sake.
sure.
Tell him, be like, if you want to be able to you know,
To win, don't
HOH
give all your
challenge,
info
don't give-
away.
Yeah.
Well, and especially with Portia, you might.
Yeah,
And
doesn't
he told
follow
her, like,
anything.
he told her, like, how many bike wheels there were, like, all this stuff. So, like, they know.
I mean, I have no doubt in my head that Portia is not a smart player after listening to her talk about our American government.
About what?
Oh my God.
Listening to her talk about what?
She only knew the president. She didn't know anything else really about.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean she's not a smart player.
I think it doesn't. You're correct, but I think it also shows you that you're not very observant of what
Yeah.
goes
Right.
around. That's on 24/7 on TV.
I agree with that.
If you can't name the vice president, there is a very big problem there. Or even just in general knowledge. I mean, she really is pretty lacking in a lot of stuff. And she's just not. I mean, for instance, my thing is just with, like, first of all, if you're gonna go up there and you've aligned yourself with Danielle, and you're coming down here, and you guys are whispering and fucking running all over the house, playing
Well,
secrets.
and I thought it was weird when.
No, you don't come down here and you don't tell the people that you've been working with that got your back for the last 4 weeks. Up, no matter who goes home, we have to get Danielle out. We all sat there and agreed, and she's agreeing. And I said, "Didn't you say that?" She's like, "Well, yeah, but that's before I made a deal. If you won the POV, I wouldn't have had to make that deal."
She probably.
Are you
I don't
fucking
think she would
kidding
have
me?
used it.
No, she wouldn't have used it. That's why I didn't trust her, and I was right to not trust her.
So, but listen, and when you use the POV, it was weird because everyone's mouth dropped.
Oh
but,
God, yeah.
But Portia kind of smiled because I looked over at her and Danielle,
Rachel, please go to the diary room.
and it seemed like they were smiling.
Yeah, I told Shelly it wouldn't surprise me if Danielle was anticipating me using it. And even when I said I was using it on myself, it probably fucked her up in the head. But she was like, "Oh shit! Well, I thought he was going to use it on her for sure." So, you know.